Australia. I think it's time for some product research. What do you think? So this is the stream if you want to watch me go find winning dropshipping products. If you've already got dropshipping products and you're just here to find more, but you're looking for some fulfillment from China, there's a link in the description of this video. w.app/conversion crusader. Click that link, you'll be in a direct conversation with me where we can have a chat over WhatsApp and you can tell me what products you need and I can tell you how much they're going to cost to fulfill from China. So for those of you who are looking to learn how to do dropshipping, my name is Chris, otherwise known as the Conversion Crusader, and my job is to teach other people how to do this. And I do that through a website called the Freedom Club. Let me show you what they are. Freedom Club is pretty much a community of dropshipping enthusiasts who are here to teach you step by step how to make money in this business model. You can see here we've got a bunch of students who've made a bunch of money. These are the founders. Now my job here at the Freedom Club is to train the trainers. I train the coaches in how to teach people how to do this. And I also do these awesome streams. Well, I hope you think they're awesome. I think they're pretty cool. I enjoy doing it nonetheless. And right now what we're going to do is invite all the students from the Freedom Club into this call and go do some product research with them. Now I'm just going to get myself all set up here. Just give me a second. Oh, and I forgot to say, we are live on the Freedom Club. Welcome everybody to product research on this beautiful Tuesday night. Don't forget to drop in, say hello while I get myself all set up here. Tan, welcome to the stream. All right. Nikita, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. If this is your first time on the stream and you're new, don't forget to tell me. It's good to know when we have newbies on. All right, I'm just getting myself all set up. Let me share my screen. Sharon, over on YouTube, nice to see you. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Thanks, guys. Tennille, onto your third product now. Let's go. Cool. How long have I been in the commerce world? 8 years. This is my 8th year. Made a dozen stores or more. Made $10 million. Hey, look, I got this on my desk. This is my Shopify. What do you call this? A badge of honor for 100,000 orders. We're up to 150K orders now on Homecraftology. I've been doing this a while, but I'm here to help. All right, so we are going to, let me grab my product database for you guys before we get started. Tennille, not cool, keep failing, you need a minute. Dude, it is cool. It is cool that this is your third product. This is what it takes. It takes grit. It takes persistence. It takes knowing that there is money out there in this market and that you're gonna go get it. That's what this is all about. This isn't about how many products it took you. I can tell you, I have, in finding winners, had 2, 3, 4, 5 losers before I landed a winner. It's a numbers game. And the quicker you fail, the more you learn, and the better your next attempt is going to be. I can tell you 100 ways not to sell your dropshipping products. I can, because I've failed that many times, and that's why I'm so confident in what I do. Because I've had that experience in failing so much. And for every 4 or 5 failures, you will have 1 success. And all you need is 1. All you need is 1. And honestly, once you find that first success, oh man, this is an addictive sport. All right, so did I send the link? Yes, and I sent it into the chat. All right, guys, I'll explain how this works, and then we'll find some products, okay? Cannot capture, don't capture, just share my screen. There we go. There we go. Okay, Nikita, for your first product, you want to run a product from my database. Marked as easy. You found 3 suppliers with a good markup. Would I say it's likely the customer would buy 2 or 3 more often? Maybe, depends on how your website positions it. Depends on the offer, and it depends. You could mark it up to 3. You don't have to follow your competitors' marking. This winning in dropshipping isn't about having a cheaper item. We don't shop to find the cheapest price. We shop to find the most value. So if you need to make a bundle to make your product more valuable, you can do that. That's how we make money. If you can sell the things around the product, the quality, the user reviews, the UGC, that's all part of how we can add extra value to our product. So let's just think about this. If you're shopping online for a particular product, you could spend, let's just say $50 on a name brand, or you could go to eBay and buy maybe $40, or you could go to AliExpress and buy it for $20. What are you more likely to do? You're more likely to go to the name brand. And the reason why most people are more likely to do that is because they don't want to hassle with getting a bad quality item and being disappointed and having their shopping experience ruined. They want to trust something and have a good experience. And that's what we got to tell them that we're giving them. So if you're struggling with sales, it's trust. Trust is the most likely problem as to why you're not getting the sales, rather than price. You're concerned about ad spend, which such a low initial product markup. Yeah, just mark. Well, tell me what the product is, and I can give you some feedback. All right. So this is the spreadsheet. The way that I do this is, if it's on the spreadsheet, it's free for anyone to use. If I find it in my searching, it's free to go on the spreadsheet. And for anyone who's watching, if I find your product, I'm sorry, I will out you. This is part of product research. We got to not get too attached with keeping our products secret. Okay, if I find your product on my stream, it goes into my product database. That includes my own personal products. They're in here. I found myself. I found other Freedom members. They go in here. Okay, it's important to understand that we don't get upset if other students decide to sell our same product, because there's already hundreds of other people selling the product that you want to sell. There's already out there. Don't worry about other students. The only thing that we're not allowed to do is we're not allowed to copy of each other's ads, steal content, steal images that you made. So if you make your images, no one else can have those. Those are yours. But if you've stolen your images in your video, well, you can't get too upset if someone steals them from you, right? So if you've got a product that's working, the next step will be going and making all the videos and all the images yourself, so that you own all the copyright to those and no one else can take them. So we can borrow ideas, we can learn off our competitors, and that's what we're here to do. Now on the list, you'll see a coloring system. So red, avoid. Orange means I'll come back in a month or so. I'll make sure the product is still viable or not, and we'll update the color. White is a good product. Green is a good product for new people. And yellow is a product that either I'm running, I want to run, I wish I ran, or I'm putting my hand up to say I'll probably run it in the future. Can I ask why I have stainless steel chopping boards in the database? Why? Because they sell to nil. They're good products. Let me ask you this. Why do you think I shouldn't have stainless steel chopping boards in the database? I'm confused. If I see them on the stream and I find them in my spying tools, they're fair game. That's how this works. Oh, I have them marked red. Okay, cool. Let's go find them. And I'll tell you why they're marked red. That's probably a very good question, by the way. Stainless. Okay. Sometimes you'll see a product marked red. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that this product is a bad product. It means that this particular person or this particular brand wasn't successful, and you can see their store doesn't exist anymore, so they weren't profitable, and their Facebook ads obviously are down too. Now that doesn't mean this is a bad product. I have seen people make money with this product. It means that these guys are a bad example. So if the product is red, it's usually an indicator that it might not be a great product, but it still could work. You got to do your own due diligence. So you might take that now and you might go into Facebook ad library and you might search for stainless steel cutting board. In fact, why don't we do that? Why don't we do that right now real quick? Stainless steel cutting board. It's the slow way of doing it. If you can find a... Well, there's nothing here. Maybe... Oh no, they're still loading. Here we go. If you can find a competitor that's doing it well, let's just say healthy food here. Let's take a look at healthy food. If these guys are profitable, then you can be too. They've got a very, very, very compelling landing page. That's very nice. Okay, and let's have a look at all their ads. They look like they're brand new though. Titanium, yep. These guys have just launched. They've put a lot of effort into their landing page, but it's not enough data for me to get my toes wet. Titanium board, maybe. Go find the competitors, just like I'm doing, and have a good spy. I'll show you. If we can find one that's profitable, I'll tell you. Here we go. This is not a... They're using the same video here on different pages. Not a good example. Stainless steel double-sided chopping board. You know what? Let's do this a different way. Let's use my PiPi ad software. Let's see what we can find. We'll look on Facebook. I need to share this screen with you. 1 second, guys. Okay, so this is PiPi ads. PiPi ads is my new favorite tool for spying. It's pretty awesome. It tells me the price of the products. It tells me how long the ads have been running. So these guys here have been running it a while. They've only got one ad running, which is a little bit alarming. Let's go have a look at their advertising. That might be an indication that they're not profitable. Oh no, I don't think I'm logged into Facebook on this browser. That's annoying. Steel Chef. I'm just checking their ads real quick. They got no ads running on Facebook right now, so that is not running live. Let's have a look in the last 7 days. Pure Cut. And okay, let's take a look at Pure Cut. Good pickup. Good pickup. Pure Cut.
There are 3 critical signs that talk.
Yeah, these look good. These look fantastic. We should probably let's update the database. Let's have a look at this. Pure Cut, yep. Stainless steel, nice landing page. Nice. It's clean. It's solid. Let's change this up. Pure Cut. Let's add their let's add that link in here. And these guys are green, actually. Well, I won't say they're green, because I haven't had a chance to really look too deeply into it, but it's definitely not red anymore. And that's how easy it is. Josh, you saw a Reddit post recently where people are more aware of dropshippers and are annoyed that the brands and the fact that products are coming from China when eBay suppliers or non-eBay suppliers can communicate with them and ask what part of China they source from the product from. Understanding some parts of China aren't ethical with the way they treat their workers, and that might be why people are annoyed if the product comes from China. Have I had any problems with this? Dude, no. Not at all. Not at all. Thing is, every product comes from China. Everything. Every single thing you want to buy. Okay, not everything. Most 90% of things come from China. What people are pissed off about is it's shipping from China. I don't know why there's a difference between buying a product that's shipped to Australia, made in China, and buying a product that's shipped from China and made in China. Ain't no difference as far as I'm concerned. Still the same factory that produces it. People are just annoyed. We know what I get annoyed with? I get annoyed with when you go onto eBay and you search for someone who's got the product that you want, and it's from Sydney, and they say they're from Sydney and it's going to be shipping from Sydney, but you buy it and it's shipping from China. That annoys me, because if I wanted my product cheaper, I'd buy from China. But if I wanted my product to get here in 2 weeks, I'd buy it from China. If I want to get quicker, I'd buy it from Sydney and I'd pay a more premium price. Now with drop shipping, what you have to understand is this: what we're doing here, finding these products and getting our store up and running. What you're doing is you're testing the market. Now, if you can break even with just a normal looking website with a product that you found with enough demand, then you can do much more than break even if you improve your ads, improve your landing page, and you work on your products. Now, if you think about this, like something I was looking at recently, my business partner and we're about to start or launch a handbag store. So we've done our product research. We've found 3 different handbags that we're going to be launching with. They're just drop shipped for now. Will people get annoyed? They might send an email saying, hey, I expected my order by now. But as long as my staff members are politely replying and showing them their tracking number and explaining, yep, your order will be here in 7 to 10 business days, which it usually is, people don't usually get that upset. They would be upset if my customer support was terrible, but my customer support is really, really good. In fact, on Facebook, people rave about my customer support for Homecraftology. In fact, they rave about it so much that I literally say on my website, legendary customer service, because my team are online ready to help you. And we don't often get complaints about the shipping time. In fact, most people who buy our crafts know that they all come from China, so they don't complain at all. So back to the bags. We found our bags. Yes, Tennille, I am the one who approves products. No, you still need to submit them. The paperwork has to be done. And that's for your own benefit, because if you do the paperwork and it goes through the approval system and I literally take the button and approve it, it means that if this doesn't work out for you, your what do you call it? Your guarantee is still available to you if this all doesn't work out. If you go and choose a different product that's not on the list and you go off on your own tangent and you come back and say to us, this doesn't work, it didn't work, I want a refund, well, guess what? You've voided your agreement with us because you didn't follow our method. But if you have my approval and you go forward and it doesn't work out, well, you know what? You haven't broken your agreement. Does that make sense? All right, back to the bags. So I've gone through my ad research stage. They're all here. The 3 bags that we've landed on, I'm not going to show them on the stream, but they're all ready to go. We've got 3 different styles, 3 different purposes for these bags, and at the moment, they're just drop shipped. So we start off very simply. We're just testing the market to see if we can sell these bad boys. Now, if we can, then we got 2 different options that we can go forward with from there. We can upgrade the packaging. We can add some labeling into the packaging. We can add our own tag onto the product with our own logo on it, for sure. And the second thing that we can do is we can use a design agent to actually design a similar bag that has our own logo on the actual material. And you start ending up with this premium looking stuff that costs very little. And that's what I've done with Homecraftology here. We started just with whatever I could find from AliExpress. And now it's my own thing where all of these products, they're branded and they're developed to my own standards that I've asked for and packaged in ways that I've asked for these to be packaged. So you can see here, we have our own box that we designed. We've got our own logo in a bag. We've got a ribbon that we put on. We've got printed packs here, and we've got all the tools. And these tools are what I've chosen to include in my products. And so you start very basic. You test the water. You don't worry about upsetting people, because you know what? People get upset about anything these days. They'll whinge about anything. They'll try and shame anything. We're just here to make a buck. And trading has always been a thing. People will always buy something cheaper from somebody and try to sell it to someone else for a profit, because that's how capitalism works. And us as dropshippers, we're just digital merchants. That's really all we're doing. You know what really we're doing? We're taking products, adding our own markup to them, and then we're building a case around it. We're building reasons why you want to buy it. We're building good marketing and good materials and images and videos. We're getting UGC done, and we're compelling people to trust us, to buy from us for a premium price. And that's what we're doing. And that's what it boils down to. All right, let's move on. Let's go find some new products. Okay, Chris, thanks for that. Yeah, just keeping in mind that if a customer makes a comment in the future, but it seems like a small minority, it's an issue, has an issue with the products from China. I find there have been racists who have issue with the product from China, and I usually just kind of shut them down in the comments if they ever do comment, because that's racist. ATN, would I test a product that has a lot of Amazon reviews but no competitions on Facebook ad library? Absolutely. That's probably a piece of golden nugget there for you, my friend. There's two camps, right? It could be that it doesn't sell very well and that's why there's no competitors, or it could be that it sells very, very well and no one's found it yet. I hope it's the later for you. You won't know until you test. Now, it is important, guys, to have good customer service, and that's really stressful for me. If I'm product researching and doing landing pages and doing ads, and I'm doing this and I've built a brand and I'm so proud of what I've done, the last thing I need is someone to come in there and sort of shit all over it and tell me I'm doing a bad job and they hate my company and they hate my products and that it's, the shipping time is awful. They didn't realize it's coming from China, and all this other stuff makes me feel sad. So instead of me feeling sad, what I do is I hire people who are really good at customer support, and I get them from Upwork.com. Upwork is incredible. For $10 to $15 per hour, you can find yourself a team of people who do this for a living, and I go with Filipino women. One, because I find them very reliable. Their English is, as far as most people can tell, mostly fluent. Their work ethic is very good. They would prefer to work from home as young mums and not have to travel with bad traffic into the cities. So they're very grateful for the opportunity, and they don't ask for a lot, and they work as much as you need them to work, for the ones that I've had good experiences with. And I train them at first for a little while, and I tell them, hey, we're here to make our customers happy. We're not here to say no to our customers. We're not here to shut them down and no refunds. We're here to make sure they have a good experience with us. And sometimes that means giving a refund. Sometimes that means giving someone like a store credit. Sometimes it means replacing the product. Sometimes it's just having an ear and listening to your customer explain the sad situation that they're in and having a kind response. And it's through those interactions, through someone complaining and my team being so good, that I've managed to have customers who, after like a negative experience with the product, come back and say, you know what, Chris, that was amazing. And I've literally had these emails, that customer service was amazing. You've got a customer for life. And I've had customers buy from me 40 to 50. I've seen 55 times was when I looked on stream. I had a customer buy 55 times from me. So that customer cost me, what, 20 to 30 bucks on Facebook to gain as a customer in terms of ad cost. And they purchased from me 55 times. That is the killer type of business that I would want to be making. All right, let's go find some products. We're going to look randomly at products on TikTok. We're going to skip Facebook for now. It's cool to look on Facebook, but this day and age, I'm looking more for products that haven't been found. Just give me a second here. we've found a lot of products. Oh, it's a new month, isn't it? Damn. 1 second, everybody. I gotta make my new month tab. This is July, yeah? We're in July, right? Jesus. Half the year's bloody gone. That's ridiculous. Who designed these months? Okay. Give me a second, guys. Is that how it looks? Roughly? Cool. Alright. And we're going to delete these. Okay, we're good to go. Okay. So, the reason why we're looking on TikTok is we do tend to find trends start on TikTok, and if we can pick a product that is trending on, this is the theory, right? If we can pick a product that's trending on TikTok, but hasn't quite made it to YouTube yet, sorry, not YouTube, to Facebook yet, we have a good chance of getting a winner right before people start to get popular again. Excuse me. Okay. So what I'm looking for here is problem-solving products that I haven't seen yet, that seem to have a good amount of impressions with a good amount of likes and a decent price. Like this particular travel neck pillow, it's a great product. It's a great product. I know a lot of people who've made a lot of money with this. It's not new though, so it's not going to make the list. Looking for new things we haven't really seen before. Ooh. A tiny treadmill. I'd prefer if it was easy to ship, but let's go take a look anyway. When I say easy to ship, I'm looking for products that are small. Generally, like I wouldn't say no to a large product, but I'm ideally looking for a product that's small and light, so that the shipping isn't too expensive. If you can find a small and light product, shipping from China is usually cheap compared to buying on eBay. But if you're buying a heavy product and you have an eBay price, quite often the shipping from China price might be very similar because the item, its weight or its size can make it more expensive to ship. Okay, so we've got tiny walking treadmill. These guys look like they've just used the manufacturing images straight from the Chinese manufacturer, which is cool. All right, let's see if they got any Facebook ads. Just realized you can't see my screen if I'm looking at my Facebook ads on Freedom. So just, oops, that's not the right one. Library. Just bear with me. If I find them, I'll change my screen so we can see. Lossy wood. I don't see lossy wood at all. Lossy wood are not in the search. Okay, so this is a potential product here. It's been running for 7 days. They spent about $2,000 on ads. They're running this in Canada and they've just started in Australia. A lot of different videos, which is pretty good actually. Now, I'm not saying this product isn't on Facebook. It might be. Let's have a look for a walking treadmill on Facebook. There are some walking treadmills. Some look kind of similar. Even the used ones are about the same price. Interesting. Interesting. I think this is a good idea. I think it's worth testing. Okay, let's go on the list. Walking treadmill. Website. PiPi ads. There are no Facebook ads. All right. What else we got? Baked starter kit. What's a baked starter kit? What's a baked? What in the hell is that image? Oh, it's a video. Interesting. I'm gonna skip the makeup, I think. I don't think it's something many Freedom Clubbers would want to get into straight away. If you want to absolutely do this, you can. It's a little bit more work though, because you're going to have to buy all of these colors, I reckon, and you're going to have to test them yourself to make sure these line up with what you're selling them as, I think. Baked starter kit. Best of the best palette foundation and brush. It's cool because it's like it is a bundle already, and the bundle makes it seem like it's worth more. They're selling this for $93, so that's 93 US. That's about 130 Australian, 135 maybe, if I'm correct. It's not bad. We could probably get these products for much cheaper. In terms of their ads, no problem to Neil. Oh, these guys are on Facebook too. Take a look at their Facebook ads. They just started on Facebook. It's good to know. I'm going to skip this for the Freedom Club. I don't think makeup's what we're going to be wanting to look at personally. If I'm wrong, if you're into makeup and you want to sell that, by all means, let me know. Oh, I saw these a couple of weeks ago, and I loved the idea. The snap-on magnetic battery. Loved it. See here, they peaked here massively, and they're just starting to peak again. Interesting. I wonder what they did. Maybe they ran out. I don't know. Lots of TikTok ads. So when you have lots of content like this can help you launch your first ads, because you can take little clips from these and you can turn them into a brand new ad. And these guys are running on Facebook. 1.2 million impressions. Man, if I had to launch this when I found it, that would have been great. It is in the list as a magnetic battery. You can go ahead and launch that if you want. That's perfectly fine. These guys are using the Shrine theme. Yeah, pretty half decent website. Not too bad. Okay. Gel texture, we had that the other night. Push-up bra. What's that thing? Too cheap anyway. Nasal stick. Too cheap. I'm looking for products $50 to $100. There's got to be a margin there for us. You don't want to sell cheap products. Switch it up brush. $99. Okay. Okay, what do you got here? Multi-volume series. I don't understand. What is this? Well, the website isn't great. We're not really showing what this is. I'm assuming the ads must be good. Let's have a look. Okay, we're starting to pick up too. It's been running for a little while. All right.
This hair makes them feel more confident and beautiful, but
So they've got some labeled hair serum, I think it looks like.
styling products and tools for your hair type will make it so much easier to get the
You could test a
right.
similar brush out, right? Make sure you can sell the brush, and then you can go down the route of customizing it and getting customized products to put in your head too.
give you this incredible body and lift.
It can all be done from the same supplier. It can all be done.
Side of the multi-volume attachment on the roots while holding tension and
Okay.
making an upwards
Does this brush actually spin around or anything, or is it just, is it the shape?
you get. I love how the titanium barrel leaves my hair so shiny and frizz-free. For the top section, I like to work in a diagonal. The Launch multi-volume specially game-changing for us fine hair girlies.
Oh wow, it does a good job. Are there any? I know there's women on the call. Anyone here looking at this going, that looks good, I'd buy it? Your at-home blowout. I'm putting it on the list. Definitely going on the list. So we're going to call this a walk-in blowout brush. Oh, at home. At home. No, just a blowout brush. Website. Oops. Here's the PiPi ads. And these guys are on Facebook. Oops. Let me go find these guys on Facebook. Lang hair. And on Facebook, they do have some decent ads that I'm looking at here. They got some, these are nice. Yeah. Yeah, they are just starting to, they're either just starting to scale or they're well into it. It could still be time on that product. They really could. Not bad at all. Sticky inserts. I think I've had these on the list before somewhere. I don't like the idea of selling a... Why is this so good? Why is it getting so many likes? I don't really want to sell a watch, but... It says hard hat watches. Oh, the indestructible watches. All right, I'm actually interested. What is this? It's actually pretty cool. Terrible website. What would you call these? What would you call these? Like, does it have any idea what this is? See product. Yeah, that's the product. Just give me a second, guys. I'm gonna do a Google Lens search. See if we can't find this. It's not a branded watch. Amazon outdoor sports watch. High quality sports watch, AliExpress. Yeah. Rugged. Okay, we might have it here. I can drag and drop the image into the AliExpress search bar. I don't think I have an AliExpress, because this is a different browser I'm using for all of this research over here. I don't have AliExpress. I'll try it though. I'll try it. This is this exact same watch, $36. They're charging $199. Wow. I'd want to actually buy this and make sure that it was up to the same standards as theirs. Oh, that's really sick. What I love about this is they've taken a product and they've just found a new angle for it. That's what I love about it. I really love this, by the way. I think it's fantastic. So we're going to go with outdoor sports watch. Okay, PiPi ads here. Let's go find this on Facebook. Good videos. Yeah, nice images. Running for a month now. Man. Good job, guys. Good job. Now let's see someone do better, because this website is atrocious. Look at this. It's disgusting. We can do so much better. It's just meh. Just so meh. The GIF file here though is just chef's kiss. That's fantastic. And these guys must be selling a lot. So the reason why I think this is a good product, price point's there, the margin is there, supply is there, and they're obviously scaling with their ads on both platforms, Facebook and TikTok. But there's room for improvement in the website. So yeah, in fact, I think this is so good. I'm tempted to make this gold, because I'd actually really like to run this. Let me just get that Facebook ads in the spreadsheet. Hard Hat Watches, great name as well. All right, yeah, that's going gold. I would absolutely run this. Okay. Ooh. Carry on all in one. This looks cool. Price point's there. The only thing stopping me from running a product like this is the size. It's going to be difficult to ship from China. I'm not saying you can't run it. You can ship it from eBay. Alex, would I use AliExpress or eBay for my supplier? I'd go straight to China, personally. If I buy that from if I buy that from eBay, chances are after a couple of sales, they're going to go back and they're going to be... Yomo saying the watch design and the gift are not the same. Doesn't matter, mate. Doesn't matter. People are still buying it. Chances are, if you buy it off eBay, the first couple might come from Sydney. As I've found, if you're able to sell in bulk, you usually buy out whoever's selling them on eBay, and then they go directly from China anyway. So this is a carry-on luggage bag. As I said, the problem with this will be the size. You could run with this. You could start off with eBay. It is definitely something you could do. Charging on the fly. It's pretty cool. Sticking your phone on there. Look at the features this thing has. That's cool. Coffee cup. Would I make dropshipping style videos or organic content for watch? What a What do you mean? When I make dropshipping style videos? So yes, I would use what I would. Okay, let's back up. Back up. My plan of attack, right? Let's just say that this is the product that I'm going to go with. My plan of attack will be to first use clips from all these videos, and it's probably not just from this competitor. This is probably just one of a few competitors that are out there selling this watch. I'll use small clips from some of their videos, some of their competitive videos, and I'll just put together 4 to 5 video ads, and I'll use the Freedom Club video designer to do this, and we'll just launch with those 4 to 5 videos. I'll go and have a bunch of Facebook ads made up. They'll look kind of similar to what these guys have already, but brand new ads. I'll make them myself. I'd be shipping this directly from China to start with. I'll probably be shipping this directly from China all the time anyway, because that way I have control. That way, if I find that the batch that my Chinese supplier has is not up to scratch, we can rectify the problem by him giving a call to another factory and putting in an order for the same model, but maybe made somewhere else. Maybe it's more sturdy or harder or different from a different factory. And we have the ability just to quickly change up, shift gears. And if I ship from China and I sell a few, I can say to them, cool, go out and buy me some boxes to put this in, some nice watch boxes, and put my card in there. And that's really easy to do if you're shipping from China. So I would go directly there. If I've sold 4 or 5 of them, my next step, I'd be going to UseClip. And I'll be buying 2 or 3 very hairy, blokey men to film my watch doing manly, blokey stuff. Same thing that they've done, except I'll go and get my own footage for my own ads. I'll give them to my video guy and say, hey, here's all my footage. Go make ads again. That way I'll have a whole bunch of ads that are just mine, and I'll have a whole bunch of GIFs that are just mine, and a whole bunch of images that are just mine to put on my website. And then that's the first stage of uplift. We're uplifting the website because we know the product works. We're reinvesting back in to make the brand even better. And then from there, we go and we find more watch types that we can sell. And the business builds like that. Does that answer your question? Now for luggage, let's just do a quick eBay search here. What do we call these things? eBay. What's the shipping time from eBay? 7 to 12 business days. But for a watch, probably even quicker. Probably more like 5 to 7 days because the package is small. Oh, look at this. The first thing that pops up. Aluminium luggage. It doesn't have all the features that they have. The question is, will people just buy aluminium luggage? Or is it all of those little crappy features that she had, like the... No, I say crappy, but I mean, you got the lock, and you've got the charging, and you've got the cup holder. I mean, that's not... Who needs a cup holder in... Do you know what I'd be doing if I had a cup holder on my luggage in the bloody airport? I'd be spilling that all down my pants. I'd be smelling like coffee for the entire trip. And I'd be furious with myself for allowing that to happen. So I don't know if we need a cup holder. I don't think that's great, but I do like the charging. That's pretty cool that it's there. It means you can never check this bag in, but it's big enough that you don't. Carry-on check-in versions. So I'd probably only start with the carry-on version if I was going to run this. All right, let's see if we can find one with a charger. Probably can. Honestly, you guys can do it. I think it's fair to say that luggage might be a good idea if you're going to ship from eBay. Yes, you could ship from China, but I probably wouldn't even bother. Because the shipping fees alone will make it no cheaper to ship this from China. Unless you're shipping in bulk. These guys have Facebook ads. Yeah, lots of them. Noble... What are they called? Nobel Travel? Noble Travel. All right. What do you guys think of this new tool? PiPi ads is so bloody good. Oh, look at that ChatGPT ad right there. £29. What's that? $50. Ooh, it's borderline. Could still be good though. I feel like when I was using Winnie Hunter, we were scrolling a lot to find products. I feel like with PiPi ads, there's so much here. I can barely get through the first page in a stream. PiPi ads are awesome. Yeah. Terrible website. Nah, it's a no-go for me. Mini has become too confusing. I'm not a huge fan of Minia. We did the hair remover last time. That was on the list. It's important just to take your time with your product research, and just know there's very few shortcuts. There's no special thing that I can teach you to do that's going to make you better, other than just going through and just doing the work. And taking your time, absorbing the products that are out there. This one looks like a Dyson. Now they're running this, I don't know what country that is, AED. What's AED? Is that Middle Eastern? Currency, what's that? United Arab Nation. United Arab Emirates. Nation. Alright. I'm gonna skip that one. I don't know if the Emirates will be... You know what? What I'm trying to say is I don't know if they would be before the rest of the world or after. Like, does a product do well over there and then do well in Europe, or does it do well in Europe and then do well there? I have a feeling they might be trendsetters. I have a feeling. I do remember watching a documentary, not a documentary, but like some like street level question and answer little segments that I watched on YouTube, and they were interviewing a lot of women from Dubai, and the women were all dressed in their headdress and conservatively dressed, but they would buy really beautiful clothes to wear at home and in other situations, just not while they were out. But they said that they would spend a lot of their money, like more money than other countries, on their makeup and hair. Because they have to dress so conservatively, they like to do a lot more makeup. So does that play into my decision making here? Well, these guys are big on TikTok ads. You can see they got a lot of different ads, so there's a lot of content, pages of content. They've only been running this in one location. Been running for a while, apparently. This might be something you could test out in Australia, for example, and you could do very well. There's no Facebook on this one, so I will pop it in here. Because why not? This will be the last product of the night, though, guys. I'm going to start the advanced stream. So this is hair curler. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for tonight. I'll give you that link to the product database in case you don't have it one last time. And I'll be back on Thursday. So I'll be back in 2 more days to do more product research. We found 7 tonight. That's pretty good. Pretty good for a first night. And keep your questions for next Thursday, 6 p.m. And I'll see you guys then. For those of you who are staying on, I am about to start the masterclass where we'll hopefully have some cool golden nuggets to teach you. And I'll see you all there. For those of you who are going to continue on, I'll be back in like 30 seconds for the new stream. All right. With that, I'll see you soon.